Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
A 12-year-old taking a piece of construction equipment for a joyride. Police follow him in an hour-long pursuit as he causes damage throughout Ann Arbor. Glad you're with us for Local 4 News at 6. I'm Devin Skillian.
Good evening. I'm Karen Drew in for Kimberly Gill. That child weaved through busy streets and through traffic, even hit several roads.
Will Jones live with more on this story. How in the world did he even get the keys, Will?
Devin and Karen, the construction equipment had the keys inside them, and the boy decided to take the equipment for a spin, and you can see the video there. The interim police chief says he's never seen anything like this.
We can't stop this thing.
Ann Arbor police pursuing a 12-year-old boy in the driver's seat of a stolen construction vehicle going 20 miles per hour. This happening Saturday night.
So we were afraid that traffic might actually drive into her to be struck by this very young person driving a vehicle they weren't familiar with. So we were mostly staying with them just to keep it illuminated and warn other drivers as well.
Police say the boy stole the equipment from a local middle school. The keys were left inside the vehicle.
So somebody was driving by one of our schools and noticed a youngster that they thought was trying to steal this piece of equipment. So we sent some units up there to kind of check the area. And sure enough, they saw this big piece of equipment driving on the road.
He sideswiped the car.
And keeps going.
Looks like he's gonna possibly ditch it. He's on the sidewalk now.
But he crosses back over onto the roadway. Ann Arbor police shortly after terminating the chase. Washtenaw County deputies take over. And a little more than an hour after it started, the boy hits the brakes and gives up. Fortunately, no one was hurt. Police say this boy is known to police. He appeared in front of a juvenile referee today. Police say he could face charges related to this incident. We are live tonight. Will Jones, Local 4.
Oh, goodness. All right, Will. Residents in White Lake Township are still looking for answers tonight after a fire and explosion at an oil refinery shook nearby homes late Friday night. Here's what is left of that refinery near Bogey Lake Road and Young Road. That's where we find Sean Lay tonight. And Sean, you got a hold of some of the reports that have come in from Eagle.
Yeah, they're working on this investigation as quickly as possible to get to the bottom of it. So we're here at township offices right off of M59. Less than a mile from here is where this producing equipment was for crude oil, right across M59. So here you would be able to see it, feel it, even hear it when the explosions were taking place. Now, they're pinpointing, investigators, exactly where in this equipment and facility everything started. They're still trying to find out why. Eagle, the Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes and Energy, briefing Local 4 tonight on its investigation of what caused multiple explosions and this massive fire at a petroleum production facility in White Lake Township. The facility that is known as White Lake 29 Central Production Facility, owned by a company called Hound Resources. It sits near Young and Bogey Roads just south of M59. Those explosions could be felt by people here who were miles away at the time. Eagle says the first explosion was at 10:16 Friday night. The company tells Eagle that the fire started in the tank battery at the produced water tank. The water tank and small vessel both exploded during that fire. Eagle says the crude oil within what's called a secondary containment then caught fire. A catwalk collapsed during the fire, the catwalk falling onto a valve at the bottom of the tank. With so many chemicals here now washing away or going up in smoke, what is the concern about toxins flowing into the drinking water or into the air we breathe? Neighbors who had to be evacuated as a precaution are now asking the same thing. Not only what caused the explosions and the fire, but what could be the health risks for people living nearby. Back live here in White Lake. Other parts of the report are indicating from the state that the proper containment equipment was being used for any runoff to get anywhere near people, water supplies, things of that nature. They do believe that played a big role in keeping whatever toxins there on site for the most part and to be removed. Guys, no one hurt, but this is very close to some houses. 30 residents had to be removed. Again, no one hurt, but they could see right out their front door that huge plume that we burned on Friday night. Back to you.
Yeah, closer call than anyone wanted. All right, Sean.
Shoppers have been really busy buying big deals on both Black Friday and today on Cyber Monday. But tonight, a warning about one of the most popular discount shopping websites. Our consumer investigator, Help Me Hank, is live this evening. Hank, what website are we talking about here?
Karen, we're talking about Temu. You remember I did a story on it not too long ago. Wildly popular discounted website. Some really great deals. I mean, you look online, there are items that are 70, 80, even 90% off with Black Friday and Cyber Monday. But the warning tonight from the Better Business Bureau is that these items, well, they could take a long time to get to you. Take a look. Temu, it's one of the most popular discount websites out there right now. In fact, I recently put the website to the test. The prices are so low. I was impressed with the low prices, but also raised concerns about the shipping delays and the product quality.
Are they cheap? Is the quality cheap?
Now those long shipping delays motivating the Better Business Bureau to release this statement about Temu.com. We have received a number of complaints from consumers upset about extensive shipping delays. Consumers need to be aware items purchased on this popular website are often coming from foreign manufacturers, and they don't use traditional shipping methods. This can delay the arrival of some purchases for several weeks. As we enter the holiday season, it's vital consumers are aware of the challenges many encounter shopping on these discount websites. Some report not getting the item they ordered for 12 weeks. Most say the wait is between 2 and 4 weeks. The advice from shopping experts: beware. If your holiday shopping is focused on this website, you may not get the item before the actual holiday.
They actually connect sellers directly with buyers, so they're cutting out the middleman.
Now the other big shopping news I'm tracking: Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Let's look at the numbers. It's projected that consumers will spend $12 billion today. Black Friday numbers come in around $9.8 billion, up 7.5% from last year. Electronics, toys, fitness equipment, the hot sellers. But expect more deals to roll out throughout the month of December. Macy's, Nordstrom, Target, and Best Buy will continue to offer big deals. And in regards to Cyber Monday, Amazon will be dropping new deals all evening long, and Target offering big sales throughout the day online, on televisions, and also clothing. Retailers, they want your attention, they want your money. These deals are going to continue, but in regards to Cyber Monday, CNBC is now reporting today that traffic has been so busy online that number could actually jump up to closer to $13 billion spent today, shattering last year's record. We're live here tonight. Hank Winchester, help me, Hank. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Hank. We have been following this story for you all day long. A 623-foot freighter stuck in the Detroit River near Belle Isle. Take a live look right now at the massive freighter. It still is sitting there stuck. Authorities are telling us tonight they did develop a plan to get the ship free, but that plan won't be put into motion until tomorrow. We're told the ship is carrying over 20,000 tons of wheat and was making its way to Italy from Thunder Bay, Ontario. As of right now, there are no reports of pollution, damage, or injuries or interruptions to shipping traffic. Well, it was definitely a slow go in some parts this morning as people were headed to work, and now we've got people going home and heading out to sports pickup, and it seems like it's okay, but there are some slick spots, that's for sure. Kim, what's the latest?
Well, we're definitely going to have a few slick spots, especially on the bridges and overpasses as our temperatures are below freezing. I'll show you road temperatures in just a moment, but right now we have this band of snow showers moving right along I-75. If you're out near Somerset Mall in that area, there's definitely some snow flying, and because the temps are below freezing, it is definitely starting to get a little slick right around Birmingham, Beverly Hills, and then you go over to Troy, Sterling Heights, Utica, Royal Oak, Southfield, Farmington Hills. So you might be driving along and there's just a few flurries, and then all of a sudden you get into some of these heavier snow bands moving through, including Sterling Heights and over to Mount Clemens. It's not too bad, but definitely as the sun has already set, we can certainly see those slippery spots. So let's check the road temperatures right now, all below freezing. So anything that falls, they have been out salting, but just keep in mind that road temps are now in the mid to upper 20s. So we've got a few areas with some snow, and then also some areas that are more wet than they are snow covered, but definitely, especially if you're on the west side, just be prepared for that. Temperatures are in the mid 20s right now, but wind chills make it feel like it's more in the teens. Tomorrow, the coldest day of the week, as our high only reaches 29. We start out the day with those morning lows in the 20s, but Wind chills will be in the single digits. So I'll be back with a look at a bit of a warm up, though, coming our way later on this week. We'll talk about that in a few minutes.
Thank you, Kim. Well, here's a quick heads up for Spartan football fans. Tomorrow at noon, we are going to bring you live coverage of the introductory press conference of new MSU head football coach Jonathan Smith. Our Hobie Artigue will be live from East Lansing as a new era of Spartan football begins. So make sure to join us tomorrow on Local 4 News at noon. We will have full coverage at that announcement and, of course, throughout the day. New tonight, leaders in Inkster braved the cold weather to hold a debt-burning ceremony over at the old high school.
Attendees were marking the passage of a new bill in the State House which eliminated more than $12 million of debt linked to the old school district. Residents have been paying taxes and interest on the district, which was dissolved a decade ago. Folks we talked to today say those taxes drove away prospective homeowners.
It was horrible on the homeowners, as well as those of us that live and own homes here, because who's coming to purchase a home where the school district has been dissolved and the buildings destroyed and the debt laid onto the residents? So it was extremely hard.
Yeah, officials at the event say they are in early talks to see if it's possible to bring back public schools to Inkster. Of course, we'll follow any movement on that front.
Well, downtown Detroit's popular Fillmore Theater is left damaged after a vehicle just hit the front of the building this morning. Here's the scene as crews cleaned up that mess. We're told the Fillmore's box office area was destroyed. The rest of the building is structurally sound. Police say a woman was driving the car. She is suspected of being impaired at the time of the crash. She was arrested.
Police in Clinton Township are investigating the campus of the Macomb Community College after a body was found in a vent at the school Center for the Performing Arts. We're told by investigators the body was found yesterday as crews were looking for the source of a foul odor. Body was identified as that of 36-year-old Jason Thompson of Clinton Township. He had been reported missing back on November 1st, but the circumstances around his death remain unclear, though police say they do not suspect foul play. So obviously a lot more still to learn, and we'll keep you updated.